first carry for Carlos Hyde. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The play clock's running down. Garoppolo to throw on second down. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi, looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Wentz now to throw. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Donnie Jones set to punt it away now in his 14th year in the NFL as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hyde. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Eluding the pressure right. It's George Kittle, the rookie tight end with it. A big play there for the Niners. 55 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really...
And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Pierre Garçon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out and out come the Eagles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now it's Ajayi. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Throwing is Wentz. And that is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Here is the punter Jones as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he's going to get this one all the way up past the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green, 30.
A toss play. This is high. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here we go. Green, 39.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Vinny Curry in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Working from the gun, Garoppolo. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Vincent Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Powerful running. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second down, and the offense needing 5 yards.
Here we go now.
They run it again with Hyde. Hyde, a first down and more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Here we go now.
They pitch it out to Hyde, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about JG?
Well, I love his makeup, meaning obviously he has a physical ability. He can throw the football, but he's mentally tough as well. And he developed while he was there in New England. They actually trained him to be a starter even though he wasn't getting any type of snaps. And this guy adapts and thrives with the ability to play against pressure.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On second down, Hyde. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And back to the ground, Hyde. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Reminder, a couple of good games still to come. Later tonight, it's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go?
Absolutely, that was a thriller. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
A very solid gain of 27.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Wentz throwing on second down. They set up the screen to a jive. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Shotgun now for Wentz. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Wentz now on first down. His throw incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Once again here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On first down, Wentz. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Wentz will try again on second down. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he's brought down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Again, it's Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Out to the flat for Hyde. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Garoppolo. Over the middle to Garcon. 15 yards there for number 15. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
11 more on that one and another first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Garoppolo again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Pierre Garçon with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Escaping the pressure right. Right side caught by Jackson. They give him a gain of 37.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while, and at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77, so not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
So the D-line's going to spread out. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Wentz now on first down. Forced out to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Vincent Jackson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Into the red zone. Wentz steps away to his left. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The target that time was Vincent Jackson. And now it's second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Wentz to throw on second down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Take Carradine. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On third and long, it's Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here's Donnie Jones now, standing just outside his own goal line. Averaging over 50 yards of punts so far as this one's away. And taken right at the 35. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Again, it's Hyde. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Garoppolo. Flush. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. On for the field goal try, Robbie Gould. His career long, 58. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And Gould is able to put it through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing on first is Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down, here's Wentz. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wentz again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 15. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Robinson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Gun.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Sproles. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Shotgun now for Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Being chased out left. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run high, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Carlos Hyde, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.